wonder, and I believe we can have so much more in our lives. And I'm doing a live 2 days in a row. I'm on a roll. And so if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I just ramble randomly. That's what I do. It's a way I get my thoughts out. And today, what's been coming up for me is our journey. Like it's like the saying, it's not the destination, but the journey, or okay, I think I butchered it, but it's something like that. We get so focused on the destination, on the goal, on where we want to be, that we lose track of the journey. And this whole human experience we're having is a journey. There is the goal, the end, the destination is death, is no longer being in our human body. And so why not enjoy the journey? That's why we're here. And it's a dance. It's a experience that is not always enjoyable and doesn't always feel good. And I think society has gotten to where we focus on what feels good is good and what feels bad is bad. And it's not. Like, if we didn't have the so-called bad, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the good. And it's all part of the journey. It's all experiences to learn and grow from. It's being with our feelings. I had a friend die from suicide last year. He was young and smart and attractive and funny and kind. The outside, he had everything going for him. And it wasn't his first attempt at trying to end his life. And I wholeheartedly believe it's the thoughts in our heads that get so heavy that we just think there's no other way out, that we think this deep, dark feeling we're having is, we just have to get out of it. And the only way out is to end this human experience. Our thoughts are something that our thoughts are a path, they're our journey. So if you think about it, we get up every day and most of us do the same dang thing day in, day out. And we have the same thoughts day in, day out. And then when we try to create change or do something differently, it's almost impossible because our thoughts and our habits have created this well-worn path. Like, it's easy breezy to just stay on that path. We know where it goes. We know what it feels like. It's the known. And to venture off and change our thoughts or do something different, it's the unknown, and we think it's scary. And we have a tendency to hang out in the known just because it's known, even if it's not enjoyable, even if we no longer have joy in our life. Or what's the answer? The answer is to give yourself permission to feel. And yes, if you have suicidal tendencies, reach out, find help. But it's about not letting those thoughts in your head tell you you're wrong for feeling bad. We have so many drugs, so many things we can just go get a pill to feel better. I remember in my 30s talking to a Western doctor about I just wasn't feeling joy, and I had no reason not to. And her simple answer was, oh, it's my age. It's, you have kids, you settle down in life, you got everything going for you. It's the normal time to just start feeling blah. So the answer was to go on Wellbutrin. Like, that was the answer. And I went on it. And like, I think it helped, or in the sense of maybe, I don't know if it was placebo or whatnot. And I'm not saying this I'm not giving any medical advice to anyone. Absolutely not. I'm just sharing my story. And I just hit a day where I just went off it, where I just was like, it felt like I was fogging up my life. Like I was afraid to feel anything uncomfortable. So instead, just be at a nice, even, low standard, blase, mediocre, blah, and call it good enough. I don't know. I went off of it, and I share all this because I was in a really dark place for most of this year. I get call it depression, grief. Shit was just coming up. And I didn't run from it. I didn't and I didn't seek help in the sense that I didn't feel suicidal, but I was able to have two different, it's like I had a foot in the grief and a foot in the observer of me being in this dark place where I could be like, oh, like that's why people want to end it. Why that's why. But it's the built up stuff we've accumulated in this lifetime that we carry with us as our truth, our thoughts, our experiences, our past. We could have some amazing, great things happen in our past. And for most of us who've had a fairly normal life, there's a ton of happy memories, but we call on the shitty times and we use that as proof as to we're why we're not good enough, or why we need to change or fix something, or when it's what if we just went inward and felt. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. Everything. And we're afraid to go and let ourselves be sad. But if you hang out, if you breathe and you go in, there's treasures in there. Treasures to where you can discover it's not your truth. Gosh, our truth is we are pure source love here having this human experience. This human experience is not real, but we invest in it and we make it so dang important. I heard something today about living a life that, and I think I'm going to butcher it again. My memory on reciting things word for word is not good, but living a life that would make your 8-year-old and your 80-year-old proud. That's it. No one else. Don't check in with anyone else. So many times you could tell someone a dream or a goal you have and they're like, well, that doesn't make money, or that's not practical. Don't listen to those people. They're living a mediocre life. Never get advice from a mediocre person. Check in with your 8-year-old and your 80-year-old self. If you're sad, journal, meditate, give yourself time to be with the sadness. There's joy on the other end. There's your truth on the other end. So today I think was an extra long ramble. Those are my thoughts for today. I'm wishing y'all a terrific, beautiful, glorious, magical day. Much love, everyone. Bye-bye.